Come discover the hidden treasures of Pakistan.
Expo 2020 Pakistan Pavilion, the hidden treasure. हम लोग दुनिया को बता रहे हैं कि पाकिस्तान is a hidden treasure. प्रोजेक्ट ये करना है कि एक progressive पाकिस्तान, a tolerant पाकिस्तान, a beautiful पाकिस्तान. अल्लाह ताला ने हमें एक wonderful mulk diya hai, a land of opportunities for investments, a land of opportunity for our agriculture, a land of opportunities hamare IT. Inshallah, we will have a wonderful pavilion, and we will all of us, and the visitors, sab log mil mila ke kahenge Pakistan is a wonderful country. Pakistan Zindabad.
I'm Rizwan Tariq. I'm the Pavilion Director for Pakistan Pavilion at Expo 2020. I've been associated with the project for the last 2 years now, and it's been an amazing journey. Starting from the day we broke the ground till we're now almost at the end of Expo, which is going to conclude on March 31st with only 10 days left now. It took us over 2.5 years, I would say rather 3 years, to put everything together, starting from building the team of artists, curator, and then bringing all stakeholders on board, the sponsors, the federal ministries, the provinces, regions, and it would not have been possible without their support and the hard work that they have put in. So the year 2020 has been a very challenging year. Due to COVID restrictions, all public places were shut down, factories were shut down, our sponsors were facing hard times, but still, due to their cooperation and teamwork, we were able to create the content in time and create this beautiful pavilion.
When I got involved in the pavilion, being an architect, I was looking at the architecture. I've not designed it, but it was already designed by a very good architect from Canada. So the goal was that we have to change the image by saying the truth, what Pakistan is about, where people don't know. And we said, and then we coined the phrase that Pakistan is a hidden treasure. When you're seeing all the images, when you're experiencing the music, then you experience our crafts, then you experience our food, I hope you're going to change your impression 180 degrees about what Pakistan is and what Pakistanis are.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Afroz Abro. I head the events and marketing at the Pakistan Pavilion. But my journey didn't start from here. The journey started back in 2017 when I was heading this project from the agency side, Pico International, who were the official design consultants and worked on the architectural shape of the building. Back in 2017, when we were working on the architectural shape of the pavilion, we took inspiration from the fact that Pakistan is home to 5 of the highest peaks in the world out of the 14. The irregular shapes that make the pavilion stand out as well. They are actually the 5 peaks, and the way you see the ramp, and then once you enter inside the inner journey, from space 1 till space 8, you're constantly going towards height, and that was intentional. That was intentional from the creative director from Pico, who had put this together to give that illusion to the visitor that once they've come to the height of the peaks, now they're climbing it up. And that also shows the progressiveness of the country.
The project evolved over a period of time. It's 2.5 years ago that I started working on it. Initially, I thought I will be creating something more representational, involving lots of photographic imagery. Then, with the passage of time, I thought, the architectural form doesn't have to have necessarily such literal elements. So finally, it's happening with the help of so many professionals and contributors. I have to say that it is perhaps one of the most exciting and challenging project of my career, simply because I was expected to transform architecture into art, and that makes it one of the largest artwork that I would have created. The magic perhaps lies in the fact that each one of these individual units, thousands of them, they look similar, identical, but all of them are unique, fractionally different from each other in terms of size and the color. The building had to serve a certain function, so it was not carrying any windows or any perforation. So I used reflectivity and color to create this effect of breathing building, reflective building, which is creating a softer relationship with its surroundings, and viewers get to see multiplicity of views when they are walking around it.
This is Pakistan's Pavilion, and we've got this wonderful theme, which is Pakistan, the hidden treasure. The idea was that in the inner journey of this pavilion, let's show the world what Pakistan is all about. And it's through these magical experiences of our history, which is unparalleled in the world, where you have this huge variety starting from recorded 7,000 years to the present, and so varied. You've got an amazing number of religions that have gone through, and we've got living examples of that still continuing.
I'm painting a timeline, and it's an interesting opportunity to show the world where we are coming from. Like, I'm starting from Mehergarh, 7000 BC and onwards, 1947. And we have a really great opportunity to show the world what we are and where we are coming from.
We've got the most incredible craftsmen and the craftsmanship, and where I'm standing right now is really an example of it. This Lahore fort, which is like a gem of a treasure. Then we've got this whole Sheesh Mahal, and this corridor which is being in process of making has been inspired by the Sheesh Mahal. This gorgeous little space in the fort in Lahore. During the time of Mughals, they used to have these convex mirrors, as you can see that is here, up on the ceiling, and this workmanship which you see here, ainakari, that was done, and the mirrors were also from blown glass, and that's why you have this shape that's coming. All that kind of finished, and I thought, like I'm saying, for me has been also discovery. I thought that had been finished, but we found these amazing treasures of the old method of blowing the glass. And we've gone through literally starting from scratch and putting that together. The craftsman who's put this together has knowledge, and we've got references because it's their living tradition in Pakistan at the moment still. He finished all this work, which is also inspirational. We've done it at a huge scale. Has not been done for years and years and years. After finishing it all, Ustad Rafaqat dies. He packs the panels to come here, and he died. So it was like his lifetime work. So for me, they've been just amazing stories which are behind, all done by hand and all done by, generations where this knowledge has been transformed and brought together. So we bringing to the world that this little country hidden away has amazing treasures.
I am Akif Suri, a miniature artist and an art educator from Pakistan. I have made these panels like an imitation of the wall panels from Sheesh Mahal. These panels are the imitation of the actual fresco walls of Sheesh Mahal, which were painted under Raja Ranjit Singh's time, which one can see mostly the themes, motifs and imagery from Sikh period. It was challenging for me and interesting. Part of the project was to recreate its aged, vintage, old feel on a larger scale, almost 50 times bigger than the actual size. I feel humbled, thankful to our curator to trusting in me and my team.
A lot of people, mountaineers and stuff, come up and see the big mountains, but a lot of people don't know about the hidden treasures that we have. There are so many things that you can come and visit Pakistan and see. You can come and see the heritage, you can come and see the cultures. We have so much more that you can come and experience. The opportunity of being here at Expo is so great for us because we can share our home with the rest of the world.
Two of our very ancient communities, one in the south, which is the Mohana community, and one in the north, which is the Kalasha. So the Mohanas, I've taken the boat and we built the entire boat. And this really, comes from the time of Mohenjo-daro. But we found some beautiful photographs, and using artists to work with the master craftsmen, we recreated a 22 feet long boat. And on the other side is Kalasha, and this particular room has very high ceilings. So I used the length to show that ceilings by hanging and draping. This time it was textile. So against the wood I've used textiles. And they weave pattu, which is very narrow with this warm cloth, which is from the wool of the sheep and goats there.
Months back, it all started, and I walked in just now. This is the time we tell Pakistan is it. I mean, we have to understand, we're not what you tell us. We are more than that.
Right. I think I'm still absorbing the whole vibe. Not just this, but how the unanimity of this entire space, a sacred space, comes together. Where we're talking about multiplicity of religions, we're talking about diversity, we're talking about inclusion, we're talking about subcultures, we're talking about amulets, we're talking about emblems, we're talking about and how they sort of coexist in under one umbrella,
So this is a presentation of a beautiful soundscape representing the Billion Tree Tsunami project in Pakistan. So it's an experience in which you can interact with the different beautiful sounds of nature, and you can have an interaction with the sounds of birds, sounds of water, sounds of like forest, and have a beautiful and a serene experience of forest. So do come to Pakistan Pavilion and interact with this beautiful space and have fun.
There's again sort of a long, and we've got 6 screens there where we have another filmmaker, Jawad Sharif, who went around Pakistan and he documented all the crafts. Then there's a bazaar area where we are seeing that the crafts are for sale, which is very nicely done by Nahid Mashukullah. I have not designed. And if you turn left is dhaba, where we got our street food being served. Again, those areas are designed by Nahid Mashukullah.
Heading the marketing of the pavilion was not an easy role because we had to think, and I had to sit with the team to think about strategy way before even Expo started. What are the steps we will take that on day one, when people walk in that gate, they have Pakistan Pavilion on their list.
I would really like to visit Pakistan one day.
This is the best.
It's one of the best pavilions.
Pavilion is being considered one of the top 5.
How we planned the entire show was we gave each region a month to come and culturally as well as business-wise present themselves. from event planning to strategizing how that event would be seen by others, how to get the audience to the event, how to then later on show those who did not attend the event what they missed out on. It seems very easy. People don't get to see all of that action because they only get to see the end product. But only the team who's working behind it really knows what kind of struggle everyone had to go through to make this beautiful looking, fascinating event a success.
To success, please value the people who stand by your side every minute without sharing the limelight with you. Can you hear me
बहुत ही जबरदस्त सिंगर गुलफना। कहती है ये खेज है कैसा, देखने में कैसी सीधी सादी लगती, हमारे सुनता अपने बाप की देखो टी-शर्ट मेरे नाप की, मेरी बॉडी ये डाले हम हारे हारे तू कम स्टोर माल रोड़ा लड़श पे खबर कम स्टोर माल रोड़ा ताजा ताजा गुलुना द्रिसलोर माल रोड़ा ताजा ताजा गुलुना द्रिसलोर माल रोड़ा
Join me in welcoming this afternoon's honoree from the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, His Excellency Afzal Mahmood, for his remarks.
I thank everyone for being here. You are a big support. Thank you so much for joining us. Pakistan is a country of about 220 million people, spreading over a location which is not only a connection to large countries but also to continents. Pakistan is a gateway for the Middle East. Pakistan is called cradle of civilization and roof of the world.
Pakistan, 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 Pakistan. Mera पैगाम Pakistan, Pakistan, Pakistan. Dil, dil, Pakistan. Jaan, jaan, 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 Pakistan.
Are you having fun so far?
And that's the kind of work we've been doing here, not for one day, not for 2 days, but for 182 days. And we've had 300 plus events. We've had content filming throughout the 182 days. We've got video edits that went out in a day, 4 to 5 video edits. We've had delegations, 20, 30 delegations a day, out of which we were always filming everyone who was coming. So we've got a lot of content that we've gathered together. when it comes to a global platform like this, we need people who are the right projection, who have that kind of followership, who have that kind of impact. We were all, of course, very nervous before the opening of the pavilion, but once it did kickstart, it was such an overwhelming experience and such an overwhelming feedback that we were getting.
People have to rediscover Pakistan. I think it has been put aside from the world for some time, but it's time to go to Pakistan because it's a beautiful country.
Definitely something amazing to go visit. I would really like to visit Pakistan after this.
I certainly want to visit Pakistan one day.
For future generations to explore and hopefully enjoy.
Really looking forward to visit the country because I'm really inspired.
If I ever have a chance to visit Pakistan, and I hope so because it's on my bucket list now.
It's opened my eyes to certain parts of the country that I didn't think.
I've visited the pavilion and would like to visit the country.
They have really nice images all around and it really made me want to go.
I would love to visit Pakistan, especially for us in Europe. It's like not a popular destination.
It really shows me that it's really good for like tourism and it'd be really nice to go there for a summer vacation.
Definitely visit. It seems like a very beautiful place and I will definitely be going.
Especially came here to see the Pakistan Pavilion. Heard it's leading in number 5.
The capturing of the sense of spirituality.
The modern stuff you see everywhere. This was more about Pakistan, which I really like.
I have to admit that I don't know very well the country, and there are a lot of things to discover in terms of nature, culture, religion.
It truly reflects the colorful culture and people of Pakistan.
I know these people are very proud of their country, and I know that they will really develop the country in a way.
And have a great time and experience Pakistan.
I don't know, if I can jump in and just get now, just tour Pakistan, I will do that right away.
I visited all of the other pavilions. This is the last one I've come to. Best one I've been to.
By far one of the best I've seen.
I live in Switzerland and we have Alps, lakes, but I mean Pakistan has this on a much bigger scale, a lot more remote. It was beautiful.
I was just talking to somebody here and they told me that Pakistan Pavilion is wonderful.
Well, from London, when I said I was going to Dubai, so many people recommended this pavilion.
I found out about the pavilion because, of course, the Expo, I saw it on my social media quite a lot, and my mum was a massive fan and she wanted to go to the Pakistan Expo, so that's where I found out about the Pakistan Expo, and I'm very glad I did.
Well, it was one of the best pavilions I read on the internet, and so I wanted to visit it.
I had heard through social media and certain media outlets that It was one of the pavilions that you really don't want to miss.
I think I could invest in the technological side of Pakistan.
If I had the opportunity, I would invest in Pakistani women's education.
If I had the opportunity to invest in Pakistan, I would probably invest in manufacturing.
If I was choosing a sector of the Pakistani economy to invest in, it would be textiles.
If I were to invest in Pakistan, I would choose to invest in manufacturing.
I think I would invest into the hospitality sector.
Full of opportunities, and we could invest in like some minerals.
In an industry. And we just discovered Pakistan and investment in Pakistan. And the most promising part is probably housing.
I think Pakistan is a huge land of opportunities. I think there's massive potential over coming years, particularly with changing demographics and younger populations coming through.
From what I see here, Pakistan has a very nice opportunity for investment.
And honestly, like, we were very surprised to see like how much opportunistic is the country, the level of manufacturing and the opportunities that are taking place in Pakistan. I believe that this country much more recognition considering what we've seen here today.
I love you, Mom.
I love you.
I love you.
My mom, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, thank you, Annie.
We pledge to have a positive change in spreading breast cancer awareness.
We pledge to have positive change in spreading breast cancer awareness.
We pledge to have positive change in spreading breast cancer awareness.
We pledge to have a positive change in spreading breast cancer awareness.
I will challenge gender stereotypes.
I will maintain
a gender equal
mindset.
I मिलकर तासुब की बेड़ियां तोड़ दें.
Break the bias.
Hashtag break the bias.
Hashtag break the bias.
Hashtag break the bias.
Hashtag كسر التحيز.
كسر التحيز. كسر التحيز.
Hashtag كسر التحيز.
Hashtag كسر التحيز.
Hashtag break the bias.
large and extra large self-built pavilion awards for interior design. The Silver Award goes to Pakistan.
There were many operational challenges from the very first day, but teamwork proved that if we all put our efforts together in good faith and with good intentions, then everything is possible. There's nothing impossible.
Pakistan Pavilion would not have been possible without some very important figures who have played a key role in the entire making. I would first of all, of course, take Mr. Razak Dawood's name, who took care of this project as his baby from day one. I have seen him from 2017 till now, and the excitement, the vision, he believed in the success of this pavilion. And that is why we are today celebrating this moment. On ground, in action, the one person who's kept us all together, Mr. Rizwan Tariq, who's the pavilion director. There have been many challenges that the pavilion faced because it's a live event. There are daily operation challenges that come, and if it wasn't for the kind of person and leadership he has, we would not have been able to ignore and fall prey to unfortunate circumstances.
Our principal curator, Mrs. Bilgarami, Noorjahan Bilgarami, and our creative review committee and the trust played a very pivotal role in supporting us reach here. I'd also like to give due credit to Mr. Rashid Rana, who has designed the beautiful facade of the pavilion titled Unity of All That Appears, which has attracted praise from all over the world. Also, the team which worked on the programming has done a wonderful job, starting from coordinating with all the stakeholders, which included our 4 provinces, Gilgit-Baltistan, Azad Jammu and Kashmir, the federal ministries, the Board of Investment, and around 63 sponsors who have been actively involved throughout these 6 months in keeping the pavilion alive, as to create activities every day to keep the audience engaged. I must mention here another person, Ms. Nahid Mashruqullah, who designed our non-exhibition spaces, especially our souvenir shop and the Dawat and Dhaba restaurants. The truck art decor also really attracted a lot of praise from our visitors at the pavilion. Before I close, I would like to give credit to my colleague, Mr. Afroz Abro, who is leading the programming and marketing team here. And without their effort, we would not have been able to create that hype across UAE and elsewhere, which attracted so much footfall to the pavilion. In the end, I would like to thank my entire team for their hard work and dedication to make this project a success.
The Pakistan Pavilion could not have been possible without the support of all the sponsors. Success of the pavilion is a great example of public-private partnership. I would like to thank all our sponsors for coming forward so generously and supporting in this challenging endeavor. It has been a wonderful 6 months to showcase the real Pakistan. Thank you.